before the British, before Nigeria, and long before democracy found its way into the modern world, there was a hidden kingdom in the heart of Igboland. A kingdom that ruled not with weapons, but with wisdom. A civilization so spiritually powerful that kings didn't need armies. This is the story of the Nri Kingdom, the forgotten spiritual empire of the Igbo, and why its story was nearly wiped out. The kingdom of Nri began over 1,000 years ago, around 900 AD, deep within the Anambra region of what is now southeastern Nigeria. According to Igbo mythology, the kingdom was founded by a mystical figure named Nri, believed to be sent from the heavens by Chukwu, the supreme god. Nri was not just a man, he was a divine messenger, born to bring order, peace, and justice to the earth. He settled in the land of Nri, where he performed rituals to cleanse the land and make it habitable for humans. His descendants would later become the Eze Nri, sacred kings who didn't wield swords but commanded spiritual and political authority over other Igbo communities. What made Nri unique? Unlike other kingdoms in Africa that expanded through war and conquest, Nri spread through influence, religion, and respect. People willingly submitted to its spiritual leadership. It was not just a kingdom, it was a moral force. The Semenrane was no ordinary king. He was a priest, a judge, and a healer, chosen not by bloodline alone, but through signs, visions, and divine selection. Once crowned, he was considered untouchable, a living symbol of purity. He could never eat in public, never witness violence, and never shed blood. His power was spiritual, not military. The Eze Nri had the ability to cleanse people of abominations, resolve conflicts between clans, and even banish evil spirits. His emissaries traveled from village to village, marking forbidden lands, correcting injustices, and bringing people under Nri's spiritual umbrella. And they did this all unarmed. No soldiers, no swords, only symbols, sacred rituals, and authority that came from the divine. The Nri Kingdom was structured around peace, justice, and taboo against violence. Killing, enslavement, and theft were not just crimes, they were abominations. In fact, Nri territory was considered a safe zone. Enslaved people who escaped into Nri lands were set free. The Eze Nri would perform rituals to cleanse them, giving them a new identity, a new life. This is what made Nri truly unique in pre-colonial Africa. While other empires grew by domination, Nri grew by spiritual persuasion and moral authority. Its economy was rooted in agriculture, trade, and rituals. And its people, the Umuezena, Umueri, and Umumuri clans, played specific roles in governance and spirituality. Long before the West preached democracy to Africa, the Nri people practiced consensus-based governance. Every major decision passed through a council of elders and priests. The Eze Nri, though sacred, was not a dictator. He ruled with the will of the people. Guided by divine law and ancestral wisdom, justice was restorative, not punitive. People who committed crimes would go through rituals to make peace, repay victims, and restore balance, not just be punished. They understood something that modern societies still struggle with, that healing a community was more important than revenge. In the late 1800s, the British came, and they came with guns, taxes, and total disrespect for African spirituality. They couldn't understand the Eze Nri's power. To them, a king without an army was useless. So they declared Nri irrelevant. The sacred shrines were destroyed, the priesthoods were scattered, and traditional rituals were outlawed. In 1911, the British officially ended the influence of the Nri Kingdom, but what they couldn't destroy was the legacy. Today, the town of Nri still exists, but most of the world doesn't know its true power. Its spiritual systems influenced Igbo identity, customs, and justice, long before colonial laws arrived. It's a forgotten kingdom that proves Africa was never without structure, never without wisdom, and never without greatness. If this story shocked you, if it challenged what you were taught in school, then share it. Subscribe and join us as we uncover more hidden African history, because Africa was never primitive. It was powerful and still is.